I think that everybody is wrong about Juneteenth. On both sides of the aisle, I have not heard a single person with the correct take on Juneteenth. I think conservatives are being, how do I phrase this delicately? Well, I don't need to be delicate. Conservatives are completely missing the boat on this. Conservatives are saying that Juneteenth is a CRT holiday, that Juneteenth is a BLM holiday. There are some conservatives that said it shouldn't even be a workplace holiday. People should be at work on Juneteenth. There are some conservatives who even, I don't want to say propagating a conspiracy because that might be a little bit strong, but some conservatives are even proposing the idea that the reason that the left is all gung-ho about Juneteenth is because the left is trying to destroy July 4th by offering instead another summer holiday that they can celebrate as if it were Independence Day while getting rid of actual Independence Day because the left doesn't like America. That's kind of the position of the right now. The left, of course, would like us to think on the surface level that Juneteenth is the celebration of when the last remaining slaves received word about the Emancipation Proclamation, realizing that they were free. And if that were the case, I actually think that that would be a wonderful thing to celebrate. I think that that should be added to our calendar. But it's not what the left actually wants. What the left actually wants, and they said this in a couple of tweets that I'm going to read to you, they said that they want to use this day as a way to highlight the systemic racism that exists today in our society. So Elizabeth Warren tweeted, she said, Juneteenth is a celebration of the end of slavery and a reminder that all these years later, Black Americans still feel the weight of racism and discrimination. This holiday calls on us to continue fighting for racial justice, and that's what I'm going to do. So Elizabeth Warren is trying to weaponize this holiday into pushing a Black Lives Matter political agenda. The Black Lives Matter movement was founded by Marxists who want to abolish the nuclear family, who are anti-capitalist, who want the fall of the United States. No, thank you. No, thank you. Ilhan Omar says this year, Juneteenth comes just days after a report detailing rampant racism and abuse in the Minneapolis Police Department. Today is both a celebration of the progress we have made and a reminder of the need for reparations for the historical trauma. So Ilhan Omar wants to use Juneteenth as a way to transform the United States into a socialist utopia. That's what reparations are. It's the government taking money from one person, forcibly giving it to another without the permission of the first in the name of some kind of quote unquote justice. So the left clearly wants to use Juneteenth in a way that I reject. The right, however, is missing the point. In and of itself, putting politics aside for a second, Juneteenth is something that we should be very proud of. We know that slavery is an incredible stain on our nation, on that part of the history of our nation. But at this point in our nation, the more important thing to focus on is the fact that we overcame that tremendous sin, that we overcame that tremendous stain. We should be celebrating that we restored the promise of our Constitution to every person to whom it was due. That is worth celebrating. And if that were what Juneteenth is, I'd be all on board with that. That's actually an amazing thing to celebrate. It's something I'm incredibly proud of as an American, something I'm going to teach my child and that other children should be taught as well. But conservatives, the reason conservatives are wrong about this is because they're allowing the left to define politically what this holiday is. They're allowing the left to make it a critical race theory holiday, to make it a Black Lives Matter holiday, to make it a racial justice holiday, when that's not actually what it is at all.